So tonight I'll talk to you about data products and why I'll talk about it. Well, I really like them and I like to use them and I like to make some. Let's see how I got there. Well, I really spent way too much time in academia. I did some mathematics and some PhD in animation where I worked with data. Then I actually got so interested in working with data overall and big data that I continued in first as data scientist, then as product manager, then now a bit more hands-on as data engineer. So right now I'm working for Centro. That's a company where I started about 6 months ago, and yesterday I had to meet with our sales guy to find out what we really do to make sure that I give you the right pitch. So essentially we are automating all aspects of digital advertising, and this is we are this agency that works for other agencies that need to do digital advertisement, and we handle lots of things and we automate it. And we make people's life easier by allowing them to focus on what they came for, on being creative and working with customers. And what I do there is I'm a data engineer on big data team. And that's what I really want to do every day. I want to change the world one ETL at a time. In reality, it's not that beautiful. I often catch bugs and I catch data bugs and I try to fix them. And tonight, my topic is data products, and even though you don't see very clearly, but there are a few challenges there. And I'll tell you all about them tonight. And some of them are business related, others are technical, and others, believe me or not, are non-technical. Yeah, it's not really aligned. Well, anyway, business-related challenges. One of the main ones is that people don't really know what to expect from machine learning projects, data science projects, and they're often not really predictable because when you set to collect this data set, you don't always expect to be the winner in the end and find the something that you were looking for that will fix that defect and reduce the defect rate from 8% to 0.01%. Okay. Another challenge is that oftentimes people don't really know what to expect and they just hope to solve everything by throwing more data at the problem. And that doesn't always work. I mean, useful data is better than more data. Even though scale and fault tolerance, when we talk about big data, seems to be a solved problem, I hear around people say that, but it does cost a lot. Then as a business, you really want to produce this product really, really fast, and so you need to make trade-offs, and sometimes these trade-offs result in a poor data quality, or you in the end paying for huge, unusable data. Now, more technical challenges. If you look at the slide, you see it shows some subset of available data-related technologies. Some are used for visualization, others are used for analysis, platform, databases, anything around data. And not everything is there, really. But you can get the picture that we have way too much choice. And choice is not always a good thing. Not everything there is enterprise-ready, meaning that some open source tools are really, really exciting and could really solve our problem right now if we apply them, but, well, no, we can't, sorry. Have to wait. Tech is a moving target. By this, it's quite obvious being here in San Francisco and near Silicon Valley that technologies keep changing all the time, that you need to keep up with them, stay on top of the trend. But is it the right thing for your company? That's the question. For IoT use case, which is really, really exciting one right now, very hype and trendy, well, the one thing that stops everyone, I think, is the lack of standards between different manufacturers to just hook this data up together in an easy way. That would be so much, life would be so much easier if that was somewhat more standardized. Other challenges are, well, it's illustrated by this Lego man trying to support the Pisa Tower, the famous Leaning Tower in Italy. And essentially, this architect who designed Pisa Tower, I just read about it today, hadn't really thought of a good design from the start that would support this tower in a good way so it wouldn't lean. And then now we have to pay the price for it. Similar to this, with data products, you need to think of things like scalability or security from the early on, unless you want to be like this little Lego man. Other non-technical challenges, and we've heard it today, it does require strong understanding across the company, and I'm just going for the easiest way out of it is when it's driven from the top. When leaders are on board with this, when they have the right vision from the start, it's much easier for everyone, really. But it can be solved if it's not the case, I'm sure. Lack of focus. We see so many examples of what you can do, what great things you can do with data. There are so many NLP solutions, other solutions, how you can analyze your enterprise data or use some other external sources to make a great product or make data-driven decisions more effectively. However, really for this business, you cannot really focus on all the directions, all the possible ideas out there, but so you need to prioritize somehow. Then, well, it's very famous because it's really across the media. Data scientists, unicorns are said to be there somewhere, and people are going hunting for them. This person with so many different skills. If you look at the recruitment page, usually they want you to know everything pretty much out there that can be relevant, just in case. And yeah, although unicorns can exist, I'm not saying they don't exist. There's like a picture of a kid with a helmet of a unicorn, just to explain, because I don't think people can see it very well. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but it takes more than just one person to build a good product, so it takes a team. Agile data science. Agile is a great concept. I've done a little bit of work as product manager, and I came to really like this idea. But not all projects, data science projects, fall into agile framework easily. I'm not saying that data science cannot be agile, but it just takes some effort. Then there are a few more challenges if you are running a business that goes global, like Netflix did. You need to think of what are the regulations that govern the data of your customers in different countries, and then you need to maybe do some custom solution for those countries. And the idea of data ownership is not clear yet. It's still a gray spot we're in, so that's in progress. There are, of course, some solutions to all of these problems to have, and I outline a few of them here. But I'd like to just focus on 3 of them. And one of them is, instead of running after so many different targets and going in all directions possible with your data strategy, you need to focus on something that really works for your organization with your current resources, and that will give you this competitive advantage you're looking for. And it may not be the most high-tech trend out there, but it will bring you where you want to go, and you just take it from there. Design, important. It's really important to have a good design. It's everywhere, in software products, in data-driven products, anywhere. If you mess up your design, you have to pay really hefty price, and sometimes you just need to start from scratch, and you wasted all your time on this. So focus on good design, and you need to keep communication clear across an organization. It's really important for data products because it often involves multiple people across organization, lots of different layers. Not everybody is familiar with what you're doing, but sometimes your decisions may have consequence for them in the end. So you need to make sure you're all moving in the same direction, in one direction. And I think we keep the questions to the end. Thank you.